Welcome everyone to Walking After Whiskey with Trevor and Travis. I'm Trav.
I'm Barnabas Esbar III.
What we do here at Trav's Tavern is break down your latest episode of The Walking Dead.
We're also going to review a well house or top shelf whiskey for you guys. Tonight's whiskey is Jack Daniel's Single Barrel.
We have a great show planned for you guys tonight. We're going to give you an in-depth breakdown review of Season 6, Episode 12 of The Walking Dead entitled Not Tomorrow Yet.
We're also going to give you an in-depth breakdown of the whiskey we're drinking tonight, which we're also going to use to ask each other questions about the show, continuity, trivia, to try to make each other drink.
Yeah. And as always, we'll ask you the viewer 3 questions for a chance to win swag from us and our sponsors.
If we don't get it right, we're going to fucking kill you.
Huh.
Let's get the review.
Cheers, baby.
What's it called? They made you blow into the head of the cop's dick, but
So
they let you off in the water because you blew for 45 minutes.
So, Season 6, Episode 12, entitled Not Tomorrow Yet. We got to start off talking about the church talk. So, Rick came up to everyone in Alexandria and said, oh, well, we all know that Maggie made a deal that basically made Rick and everyone has to go kill or maim and bring back Craig or from Negan's gang. And he has to talk to the people of Alexandria to let them know it's a. I know it's a dictatorship.
He's talking in the colored glass, and there's a cross behind him. Exactly why he's talking. He looks like he's the Jesus.
So it's a dictatorship, but it's still a democracy. Yeah. And now that he wants to be that the mayor's dead, the only mayor left is Rick. He wants to ask the people, let them know, like, hey, for us to be fed for the next couple of months, we have to go kill a lot of people.
And one of the things we see on that is Tara shrug her shoulders.
Yeah.
And she takes her arm off her girlfriend because when has she done that before?
Yeah.
She's done that with the governor. She heard damn near the same speech from the governor when they went up to the prison to try to take them over because the governor said that they're going to kill us first. So she's feeling a little sad about that. The second thing we want to talk about is Greg's head. and of course the Rick punch. Holy shit. The guy's like, oh, I mean the Savior's a badass, but they ain't got shit on you. He just goes, oh, the nose was the same.
Yeah, Rick is on a whole other level of the zombie apocalypse. There's just MVP and then there's the championship, right? So Rick, they say this head. So Glenn and his buddy go out and they clear the fields to try to find someone that looked like Glenn or Greg.
They pull up honking the horns and we'll scan the area, come back a couple hours.
They want an old guy with a beard, right? Looks like Greg. So they bring him out, and then they bring 4 heads out that looks almost like Greg from the hilltop, and they're looking at them. They're like, hey, this one looks pretty close, but not exactly right. Rick picks the heads up and starts beating it up to make it look like Greg, like, you know, putting some contusions on there, breaking the nose, and the guy from Hilltop was like, you know, you said earlier, he was like, the Saviors are scary, but they got shit on you.
The next thing we're going to review is, oh my God, the all-out war. It's about time for this kind of action in Walking Dead.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, they go in there. Rick has one hell of a plan. Slit one dude's throat. Everybody rushes up, takes them off. It's like ants. Boom, sugar. They're gone. Yeah. The dude comes out with his partner. Yeah. And then, like, boom, Michonne's sword goes through. Like, and then they go in with this perfect art of war plan.
Yeah, it was a great plan. Their whole thing about the whole plan was, let's get to the armory. The race is to the armory. If we control their guns, we control the whole compound.
And we've seen that when right they're doing. There's 3 people, I think 3 or 4 maybe, chase them down the hall. Yeah. And Glenn and the black dude went in there, jumped in there, grabbed 2 big ass assault rifles, and right through the door. And then they opened it up, and they both had their kind of first human kills, other than the knives in the head. Let's talk about that for a second.
Major props, first of all, to Tara, because she goes, when they wanted the guy, the Craig, that came out from Negan's camp. They got the guy they were saying. They said we unless we have Glenn's or Greg's head, we won't give you Craig back. They got Craig back. And Terry goes, hey, as long as Craig gets back to you guys, the deal's still on, right? And that was it. As long as Craig gets back, then the food's there. So heads up for Tara to get him out of there with the guy from the hilltop in the van, in the Jeep. They took off. So no matter what happens right now, they still have their food intact. The deal's still good, and everyone's on copacetic terms.
Yeah, one thing we got to touch on about the Art of War is what they're pulling off there with Glenn, with his first human kill. What they've said. I don't know if he didn't kill anybody when the governor attacked. I guess they didn't show it. We're thinking it's the first kill. And when we seen Rick do his first kill with somebody sleeping, he sat there and he leaned his whole body weight, boom, through the skull. And then we see Glenn and his buddy.
Right.
You want to touch on this?
Yeah, so Glenn and his buddy, everyone's paired off in teams, and they're clearing the rooms of Negan's compound, right? They're killing people as they sleep. Rick's plan was to go in the early hours of the morning, like 3 or 4 o'clock, when we're probably still up, but everyone's sleeping in Negan's compound, right? And they're walking into the rooms, but they're open, and pressing knives in their heads, and just killing people while they're sleeping in their beds. We've never seen this before. I mean, George Washington did this back in the first war on Christmas Day.
You see Glenn and his buddy killing these guys, and you can tell they feel really bad about it. But then they look up from killing these guys, and what do they see on the wall? They see a bunch of Polaroids of people's heads smashed in with a bat. And
hey, whoa, you gonna say a bat? How do you know what a bat? There's no bat. How do you know a bat?
Because we just know, because they mentioned it earlier that they beat the shit out of a 16-year-old kid. Just to prove a point with a bat, and his whole head was split open, and that's what most of these pictures are. So then they don't feel too bad about it.
You look above when Glenn's killing this guy. He looks up, and actually, as he's like trembling in his lip, he sees pictures of all the people's heads. I won't say a bat, but no spoilers. But we'll say that there was people's heads were leaked out, the faces were all broken up, and Glenn was very he was able to process it better after that, seeing that.
Yeah, they must have got hit by a feather.
Yeah, these are evil people. I won't say it was a gun, whatever, but you see brains leaked out, and this guy is actually so proud of it, he hangs them over his bed. So let's show how these people are, the saviors, how bad they are. Glenn feels a little bit better about driving knives into their heads afterwards.
And you kind of see what assholes they are when they first pull up. He pulls out and he's calling them a pencil needle dick, a shithead, shit for brains, this and that. And it looks like Zach Brown got tough out there, and then he gets his throat slit by Daryl, which is pretty damn cool.
Yeah, when you first walk up to Negan's compound, they're very much like
Boom,
bullies.
Red lights come on.
They're very much bullies. They grab the head, they think it's Greg, and move his mouth.
This little bitch broke my nose.
They're very much like adult kids, right? So like you see Rick and their gang, they're very adult about everything. They don't kill them unless they need to. And you see these guys, they're just like they're so pompous.
It's all the O'Doyles. The
O'Doyle rules, yeah.
O'Doyle rules, yeah.
Right.
All them fuckers grew up and they started killing zombies and punking people for food.
So they clear the whole compound, right? We see people have guns on. They're killing people left and right. They're with knives, with guns, and it's all done. They walk outside of Negan's compound, right? The break of day comes out, right? It's a brand new day. Everyone's giving congrats to everybody. No one in Rick's crew has died. They have a load of cars ready to go, and as they're talking, they start to like, hey,
You're on the radio. Hey asshole, drop the gun. Hey you with the cold pipe, drop the gun. And then he gets on there and he says, who is this? Like, oh, we think we got Maggie and Carol here. There's somebody you might want to talk about. And then...
You ride a Harley, right? So this guy comes outside of the compound, right? And it looks like it's been modified some crazy way. And then the guys all shoot at this guy as he runs off the compound, the one last savior, a saint that's there. And he falls off his bike, and Daryl goes, "Where'd you get that bike from?" And it looked like it was modified in some way.
No, that's Daryl's bike that he built that the two gay dudes gave him, and they gave him all the parts to put in. And then he built that bike. That's exactly how it looked. They stole it from the people that stole it from Daryl.
Yeah, and he's like, "Where'd you get that bike from?" Yeah, exactly.
Weren't those people from
Negan's camp? They were from Negan's camp.
Oh shit! Oh, they were trying to bring something.
Then that was the whole thing about them and earning things.
By the way, where the fuck is Negan? We seen stairs going up. They shot people that came down the stairs. Never seen them go upstairs to clear the rest of the compound.
Yeah, it was a little weird about that.
We want to meet Negan. We know who's playing him, but we still haven't met him.
Yeah, Negan. I mean, you think about anybody, like you think about Hitler or anyone that commands an army. You're not gonna see him until everyone's gone in front of him, right?
Yeah.
So when this guy falls down off the bike, and Daryl wants to interrogate him. They have guns drawn on this guy, right? They say walkie-talkie talks to him, and say, "Hey, lower your weapons." It's a woman. They go, "What?" They say, "Lower your weapons." And Rick's talking to them and looking around. He can't find an vantage point from anybody that could be sniping them. So they're either in the
It
compound.
almost seemed like they were going to get sniped.
Oh, they're somewhere. Yeah, exactly. They're somewhere else,
They have
right?
an underground thing or this and that. There has to be more people in Negan's gang. He's not going to go down like that because we obviously didn't see him.
So full spoiler. Turn it off right now if you don't want to hear one. Here it goes. So Negan has a harem of women, beautiful women, and I've never seen in the comic books. I've never seen like a woman soldier, a woman lieutenant in there. But the woman's talking to Rick on the CB radio, or sorry, the walkie-talkie, and it's a woman talking. A woman's voice very loud and clear, distinctly. Now Negan has a harem of women, and so I'm wondering if this may be one of Negan's women that's talking because
One of
he
his
doesn't.
women soldiers because he has many women that have to make choices to be with him.
Yep.
If they don't have to make choices, they have to earn points to get their rations.
I know, read them comics, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so absolutely. So let's
Somebody has the tough bras too to go out there. Maybe a little bit tougher than Carol.
Yeah, no. Who's tougher than Carol? Who's tougher than Carol? At the very end of the very end of the episode. So they're look. Just gets you. Come on.
Not anymore.
We don't cheers to white beaters very often and walking into whiskey, but we will today again. We did last time too. So our final point at the end of the episode was Rick is talking on the walkie-talkie. Guess who fucked everything and messed everything up? He goes, "We have two women here, Carol and Maggie. They mean anything to you guys? Are they important?" And Rick is just like, "They're the most important. They're the most important people that were on our trip. They're the most important."
Got to bring up one more thing that we talked about for a little bit. What the hell is Morgan welding while everybody's doing the business?
Right. So Trevor asked me that too, and it's what I think he was doing was, so when Rick left the church, because Morgan stood up and protested about killing people. He's like, "Hey, well let's go tell them that we can beat them, and they'll be
How's that
good."
gonna work?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at this point,
he needs his white dude back with him, and he just needs to go live with the white dude again. They could pick grapes together and shit.
Morgan is either not going to live long with Rick's group, or he's going to go off on his own again.
A stick doesn't beat an AR.
And so Trevor asked me, he's like, what was he welding? I think he's building another cage like he was held in back with his mentor
To try
earlier
to
this
change
season.
people, if he captures more of Negan's people, he's gonna. This is my way, Rick. This is my. If he has a house there, it's my house. Bam! Put him in that cage, and I'm just gonna talk to him for days on end. And hopefully, he doesn't leave this cage unlocked like.
So it looks like the prison like they held the wolf in that one time. It looks like they're low level where they walk on the concrete. It looks like they're the prison they hold people in. Morgan was held there. The wolf was held there. They held Jesus there, right? I think it's the same house that Rick lives in. So when it comes down to it, I think that Morgan, when Rick walks past Morgan in church, he goes, "You don't have to be on board with this, but you have to accept it." And I think Morgan is now like, you know what?
People that disagree don't have to be on board, but they have to accept it if they're living here.
Exactly. So Morgan's like, you know what? Like, I don't agree with your stuff. I'm gonna go back to my practicing and my teaching, and I might catch a guy and make him turn out like I turned out, which was for the better.
I wonder when he's gonna change again. Anyway, ready to go try to get each other drunk?
Let's get each other drunk. We hold ourselves to the highest standard when crafting and selecting Jack Daniel's single barrel. In fact, just 1 out of every 100 barrels are set aside to mature to the highest reaches of our barrel house, where dramatic temperatures changes cause the color and taste to further. It's crazy. Each barrel is hand-selected to its one-of-a-kind, robust taste. I mean, robust is the highest you can do. It's not easy to make a whiskey like single barrel, but easy when interested us in the fact that in the first place. Because Jack Daniels, we love you to death.
This is the part of the show where we give you guys an in-depth review of the whiskey we're drinking tonight. Before we get to our shot questions. This whiskey is made with white pepper, cinnamon, almond, honey, and cloves, which really takes all the fumes out of the whiskey. There's so less fumes in this whiskey. It's almost so little fumes in this whiskey. It's almost like Travis' recent case of microcephalus. Look it up.
I think you meant syphilis. But this is an amazing whiskey. If you like Jack Daniels, people go to the bar, they offer Jack. People always ask for Jack Daniels. This is a very generic shot for your friends to take. But we take a single barrel shot. It's a little more expensive, but it's. People said you can taste the barrel. You can very much taste the char, you taste the cherry, you taste the almond. You really taste it when you drink it. So people that like whiskeys or like Jack Daniels really go for this one.
Yeah, one of the things I would mix this with, mix with a little bit of sour, just a couple cubes of ice, not too much. You don't want to fucking get too much water in it, just enough to reach the flavor, and that'd be pretty good with like sour or Canadian mist.
Yeah.
No, not Canadian mist, Canada Dry. Excuse me. Things like that. Like and the white pepper, I'm a big pepper guy. Mostly the black pepper, on eggs and shit like that. But this is pretty good.
Everything I look at says, almond and all things that they say you should taste it. I don't taste in this. I mean, I taste Jack. I taste Jack with a very fruitful, like very thick Jack, which is good because when I taste Jack, I want to taste Jack. You know what I mean? So what I do is I take a shot of this and a Coke back. So that's how I drink my Jack.
That was the name of the cop he tasted after his first DUI.
That's how you should drink this Jack.
Yeah, not with the cop that you tasted.
As for single barrel Coca-Cola and single barrel Jack, you'd be okay.
That's true. Over ice. That makes it a little bit more fresher.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So cheers to that?
Yeah.
Cheers to that, baby.
Here's everyone's favorite part of the Drunken Stupor Show.
Boom, boom, boom.
We're going to ask each other a couple trivia questions right now, try to get each other to drink these shots, and whoever loses the big fucking purse gets that purse right there in the middle.
We looked at the coin earlier, and Trevor won, so I'll ask the first question. Glenn notices that there are pictures of Lucille's bashings above one of Negan's men. How many pictures were there?
There was 9.
There actually was 20. So
All right.
We'll drink
Oh, yeah,
again.
that's right. All right, here we go. In the first scene, it goes to Carol's boot. How many buckles are on that boot?
Jesus, Trevor, really?
Really?
I'm going to say it was a female boot. It might have been Old Navy or however girls get boots from. I'm going to say that it falls along the pediatric imbecile of her foot. I'm going to say that there's 8.
4. So we both
drink,
We both
baby.
drink. Yeah.
Shot,
Got that
baby.
wrong, no time at all.
Trevor's a big Jack Daniels fan. That's why I got this bottle. He has no problem drinking and making me drink it.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question for you, please.
Oh, you got it. First song on the show would have to be.
The first song on the show.
First intro song when Carol's making the cookies.
The song goes like this. It goes.
Name an artist, please.
In year? What was it?
You got it. So you looked it up.
Was it Mariah Carey's Dream Lover?
Fucking A, you totally didn't get it. It was Weed or Wildflowers by Poor Old Shine. I'll take one.
Okay. All right. So Carol made a bunch of cookies and passed them around like a Carol cookie maker of Alexandria. What were they made of?
Beets for the sweetness.
And?
Ooh.
The proof's in the pudding.
I'll say acorns.
What a dick.
Yeah,
That's right. You got
take
it.
your drink, buddy. I almost said almonds. That would suck.
To you, Carol.
But he loves Jack so much that, or he loves Carol so much.
I'm gonna take a bath in this later. Next question to me. So Carol, we talked earlier about, we said, when Carol told Sam about the whole cookie speech, and we called Sam the Cookie Monster. So as Carol passed around her cookies, like a total asshole that she is, she left a cookie on Sam's grave, which is pretty sweet of her, or being a dick of her. What is Sam's last name?
Looked that up, didn't write it down. Got that one wrong.
Bam! Trevor drinking. Go ahead, baby. What you got for me?
How many solar panels in Alexandria that we see on this episode?
Jesus, really? Like the whole Alexandria? I think that we see 3.
5. We're both drinking.
Damn. Woo! There we go, baby.
Okay,
Cheers.
to drink. This is so
Cheers,
awesome.
cheers to solar power. All right. Last question. You first, please. Ladies first.
Last song of the show, name artist. It's a pretty good song too, like it.
I was a child.
and it actually fits the last part of the show. It's called...
Was it AC/DC Hell's Bells?
You absolutely didn't get it. It's called Arsonist Lullaby by Hozier.
So in Negan's compound, they all broke up in pairs of two. Daryl was awesome with his pair. Who Daryl go with in that episode? Do you remember who Daryl was with?
Trick question?
No, just saying. So Glenn had a buddy that was with him, and then both of them had not killed a live person. Who did Glenn pair off with?
It was the black guy with the dreads, and his name was Trevor's Drinking Whiskey with Trav.
All right, baby. So here we go.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There it is.
Have a good time.
Double shot for
His name
Trav.
is Heath. Here we go.
Heath?
His name is Heath.
Jesus Christ. Third power. Hey, we want to thank you guys for watching Walking After Whiskey. Making it through another episode with us. Here's the part of the show where we're going to ask you, the viewers, 3 questions. And then we're going to ask our surprise guest a question to try to win a shirt tonight.
Surprise.
Yeah. First question is, what was Tara mad about in the church when she took her girlfriend off the arm when Rick was talking?
Yeah, why was she all mad? She was mad for
Hot and bothered,
reason.
but not really hot and bothered in the right way.
Who spoke to Father Gabriel about a lie that she said or he said?
I'll give you the third question too.
You guys all the internets, interwebs. Let me know. So what was the make and model of the RV that Rick rode up in to get on Negan's gang tonight?
All right. Now the question goes to our surprise guest. Well, you want to state your name for the camera, please?
Chiffon.
Siobhan.
So, Chiffon, how many empty glasses or jars were in the kitchen that Carol was cooking in?
4.
She got it right!
Let's cheers.
Here's a nice
Here's a
Walking
shirt for
After
you.
Whiskey shirt right here for you.
Yay.
And let's all take a drink to that.
Absolutely. Can we get cheers? Oh, Jesus, my turn.
It's so whiskey-ish.
Oh. So, as always, it's free and easy to enter our contest. All you gotta do is log on to www.walkingafterwhiskey.com and you see the links up there. Go to the Facebook link and you'll see a link for Twitter. Go to our www.
.walkingafterwhiskey.com.
I can't do it. I'm gonna keep going. So what you do, you gotta go to our Facebook page. We have an official fan forum. It's called the Walk After Whiskey Fan Forum. Go there and you post your answers to a message board, and we will get you swag from us and our sponsors. Right?
And,
right?
we want to thank our
Right?
sponsors, by the way. Let's give a thank you to our sponsors, Travis and Trevor.
And Trevor sponsored a lot of shit. So and not only that though, but please honestly, we don't have the best at anything.
McDonald's too, just
Please,
for the filet-o-fish.
If you have any games for us or any questions we should answer for our fan forum, please come on there. We will bring you onto our show like her, and you'll drink with us. If not, you just go home. No big deal. Right? Right?
Oh, well, there's also another way in. You bring us a bottle of good whiskey to drink. We'll actually have you on here to answer a question like this madam did. It's all
Absolutely.
good.
So please, like I said, please come out to our show. Please message us with games and ways to make the show better. And believe us, we love our fans. Come to our show, drink with us. We have no problem. We drink whiskey with everybody we love. Right?
That's right.
Nope, I love her.
Cut!
This whiskey made with Trav's love pepper
Stop it,
to the highest standard.
Dude,
You get the fuck out.
Dude,
Get the fuck away from me.
Use your real
Get
voice.
the fuck
Travis.
Use your real voice. Use
away
your real
from
voice.
me.
Travis, go away. Go away.
We did this whole thing.
Go away.
Use your real
Go
voice.
away. Go away. Go away. Go get motherfucker. Travis. Go
All right,
away.
you better get jumped.
Go.
We're in class.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Go away. Go ahead.